Hello, my name is JohnRiley O'Hanley, and I'm here to present Independent Artists Charitable Foundation, a new and necessary charitable organization that will help solve the current problem plaguing the arts. The majority of artists function on a small independent scale, continuing to create because of their passion and less for the financial stability. However, financing is a very real and necessary component for these artists to continue and for our independent arts culture to stay alive. Although this foundation will, in its final stages, be able to aid all forms of artists and keep their work accessible, I will, for the time being, focus on theater arts. When I was seeking funding for my productions from substantial corporate donors, I was reminded several times that they do not sponsor or fund on a small scale because they want a single transaction to reach a large audience or to make a large tax-deductible donation. I realized that within this structure, sustainability for these small artists would not exist. The New York Innovative Theater Foundation offers insights to the production costs of Off-Broadway, and current stats explain how an average equity showcase production will run with a $6,000 deficit unless it somehow manages to receive enough donations. This is not a sustainable model. Our solution cannot be to charge patrons more, as that negates the central mandate of accessibility. We cannot create yet another crowdfunding Band-Aid solution that exhausts and abuses independent donors' generosity after only a few productions. So what can we do? Well, IACF will incorporate the ability to crowdfund under a charitable tax-deductible structure, among other things, but also have as its primary focus seeking large donations on the behalf of all IACF artist members, creating the incentive for sponsorships and donations because of the increased scale of the projects being supported. No longer are donors asked to fund one small-scale production with a limited run, but to attach their name and branding to many productions across a wide breadth of the arts with continuous visibility, and all with the financial benefit of a charitable tax donation. My wife and I have been working out the structure of this nonprofit since 2013, and we would be the main operators until an advisory board is necessary. Yet, we are still in discussion with many individuals, including lawyers and nonprofit consultants. Once the charity becomes operational, the board will be expanded to include significant donors, potential donors, and people with fundraising contacts. As we develop our charity, costs arise to pay lawyers and other consultants for their time and aid, and without initial funding, our development will be slowed. We have found other possible opportunities for charitable grants to aid in our startup costs, but until that time, we will have to continue to seek initial donations and grants. We have determined that if we could cover our living and charity expenses for 3 months at a cost of $6,000, then we would be able to focus on developing our model and dedicate our time and funding needed to position the foundation to launch. We need to consider the importance of independent artists.